Hey you guys, it's Bird. Tonight we're here to react to a video from Ellie, who is Ruby Franke's sister. She went ahead and broke her silence on this entire Frankie tragedy that has been unfolding as of lately. But I figured, I've reacted to her other siblings and what they've had to say. So in all fairness, let's go ahead and see what she had to say. But if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so she has her child in this video with her, so I will have to be a little strategic with the blurring, but let's just hear what she has to say. Initially, Jared had come out and said that she wasn't going to speak on anything, and that's just the way that it was going to be. But I guess, people change their minds, people change how they feel about situations, and now she is ready to talk. So let's just start at the top and see what she has to say.
My heart is racing. You got yourself a cracker? Got yourself a cracker, yep. Hi. Hi. You have been my joy. You've been my joy the last few months especially. I have not been doing well at all. I have been thinking about a video, thinking about making a post, wanting to talk, but then my mind goes blank. It goes black. I have no words. So I thought today would be fun to show you what I've done for my mom and sisters in the meantime during our chaos. Over the last few months, I have felt so much grief and so much sadness and so much shock. And I thought I was doing better. I'm nursing my baby and I lost quite a bit of weight. And so I really needed to just focus on eating and taking care of my kids. And social media work was the last thing on my mind. And I thought I was doing good, and I'm just having a really hard time. But I haven't wanted to let a lot of time go by. I've wanted to say thank you for your messages and your thoughts and prayers, but my heart has been very heavy. So a few weeks ago, I thought, I've been so sad and so blue, and there's one woman in my life that I just always think about and I love, and it's my grandma. I was 5 years old when she passed away, and I think about her all the time, and she's kind of what is the glue that holds our family together. We all just loved my grandma, and this was her ring, and she wore it on her pinky finger. And I don't know how I was able to get it, but I got it. And I used to wear it on my pinky. Oh, it's fitting right now because I've probably lost some weight in the last few days. I couldn't do that a few weeks ago. But I used to wear it on my pinky finger when I would nurse my babies. And then when I was on the other side, I would take it and I would put it on my other finger. So I used to do that when I was nursing my babies. And I love that ring. And I've been thinking about my mom a lot. We've just been through a lot. And I've thought about that ring, and I've always wanted to have it sized, but it's too thin of gold, it won't fit. And I thought, I'm gonna get me and my sister's matching rings. So I took it to our local jeweler, and I said, I want you to replicate the ring. And so he replicated it just like my grandma's ring, but he left it so it's easy to size. And I had a ring made for me, Bonnie, Julie, and my mom. And when my mom gets back from her mission, she will be able to have it, and we will have matching rings. And little Junie can have this ring when she's older, my grandma's ring.
I realize this might not sound too good for me to say it, but I have to be honest with you guys, as I always am. For me, it seems a lot like all of Ruby's sisters, like the three that have now spoken out. It's just giving very much like Bonnie said, I'm not my sister's crimes, and I want to continue doing social media because that's all that they've done for years. That's all that they have done to be able to afford this luxurious lifestyle, and I'm sure that it would suck for all of them to just fade into irrelevancy because of something that Ruby did. But I don't know, like, my sorrow every single time, it doesn't go to her siblings. My sorrow goes to these kids. My sorrow goes to these kids that were physically abused and had to live with Ruby for, look, Sherry's what, 20 years old. Sherry had to deal with Ruby 18 years. Chad had to deal with Ruby 18 years before he moved out. So I don't know. I feel bad for the kids. I don't feel bad for these sisters who might have to struggle for coming up with what kind of content they're going to make. I'm sure that it's very difficult, and I can have a little bit of sympathy for that, but as far as my genuine sorrow, I don't feel sorry for family vloggers who chose to exploit their children to make a profit, and now one of them was exposed as an awful child user, and the siblings are kind of sitting here like, well, how do we continue making content? How do we keep going? And they literally just released a new podcast episode after this. So you're still making content. I don't know. I just kind of feel like, okay, I don't know.
This ring when she's older, my grandma's ring. We always laugh because her name's Jennifer June, and we call her June all the time. We call her Jennifer June, and recently now we always call her Junie because her brother Tommy calls her Junie all the time. He's like, "Hi, Junie," and it's so cute. It's stuck with me. It's just, that's what we call her. But when my mom gets home, she will have a ring, and I'm really excited. It brought me joy. It brought me joy to go think of the ones I love, to do something, to write them a letter. I've had a hard time wanting to get on social media because I don't want to get on. I want to go to my therapist to talk to things and to get over my grief and to cope. I don't want to come to social media and do that. And I haven't felt ready to come back to do that. I haven't felt ready, and so I haven't. But I don't know if this feeling is going to go away anytime soon. Like I said, I thought I was doing fine, and then we get snippets here and there, and then it throws me through a loop, and I'm crushed. So I really wanted to get on and say hi, say thank you. I really am so grateful for our neighbors and friends. They've come over a lot, and they've literally saved me.
So at least she didn't come on and talk about her house renovations and what kind of freaking tile and washer and dryer they're putting in their new $1 million home. I give her credit for that. I'm just a little bit conflicted because I agree with a lot of what she's saying. I relate to her talking about her grandmother. I relate with that on a deeply personal level. I also fully respect her for saying that she doesn't want to come dump everything on YouTube. She wants to talk to her therapist about it. So I like a lot of what she's saying, but then I'm also like, this is impacting their kind of public image on YouTube, and I'm sure that that's very difficult for them. And wouldn't this be a good time to like maybe take your kids off social media? Like, I don't know. Maybe protect your children from becoming public figures like Ruby's kids became public figures. The only other thing that I want to throw in this video is, yes, she did mention that her parents are on a mission, and I've never been on a mission myself, so you guys will have to educate me in the comments down below. But how do you feel about them being on a mission and their daughter literally being arrested for 6 counts of felony child abuse and them not coming home to be with their grandchildren or help their grandchildren through this awful transition, or just to like be here and be close to family and kind of be here for moral support if nothing else? How do you guys feel about that? Is that how missions are? Like, no matter what happens, you don't come home until it's actually done. I'm really interested in that because I just kind of feel like religion is wild, first of all. But secondly, is that just how missions are? Like, no matter what happens, like, you don't say, well, I need to go home to help my grandkids, help my kids through this. Like, my daughter was just arrested for felony child with her business partner, and it's playing on a national stage because she decided to be a family vlogger. I'm interested to hear from you guys on that. So make sure to drop that down below too. I don't know. But whatever, that might not be the popular opinion, but I'm here to share it anyway. So that's going to be it for today. If you like the video, please leave a like in the comments. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.